All my aunties and uncles were there, and my dad was doing import and export, and my mom was teaching. Everything was perfect. When the war started, everything got muddled up and everybody was terrified. I was standing, outside my house with my mother and my father and my brothers and my sisters when my house blew up, and my uncles were in there. Most of them died from a Stinger rocket. It was just horrible. Everything was the color of death, fire and darkness. We got to Pakistan by a animal zoo transporting bus. And at that time, my dad wasn't there with us because he was kidnapped by the Taliban. We gave money to a smuggler that promised us that he would get us to a safer country because we weren't safe in Pakistan. And we traveled a lot, and we got to New Zealand. When I actually came to New Zealand and saw how quiet it was and saw how beautiful it was, and I was really happy. I could actually sleep at night without any noise of gunfire or anything like that. 2 years passed. Then we got a letter from my dad, and that was the happiest day of my life, that he was still alive. That was the happiest day of my life, that he had escaped from the prison, and everything was gonna be okay, and he was gonna come to New Zealand. I was really nervous at my first day of school, because I thought how different the people are gonna be, and I was anxious, how nice or mean the people are gonna be to me, and how they're gonna react to a different person and a person that didn't know much English.
You know why I'm so pleased? And I had promised you something last week, but I couldn't.
The most difficult thing for me was adapting. I kind of looked, the odd one out, and I didn't want to be like that. But how could I change my culture? And I didn't want to do that either. So I found out a way to adapt myself and make friends without changing my culture or myself or my attitude, because it's really confusing of what you should do when you're trying to adapt to a new country. But some students were teasing me about my scar. I got it when my house blew up. The piece of glass came in there. And I was quite sad about that because it reminded me of my dark memories that I had from my own country. And now I'm happy I've got friends, and I've got the same culture, the same attitude. I'm the same Abdullah. My friends are really helpful, and all of them are my best friends because they're helping me through this. They're helping me through what is happening in Afghanistan. And they're trying to make me have a good time at school. My father's name is Safiullah Al-Khazai. He has helped me through a lot. He has helped me through my school. He's given me advice that has always worked. Whenever I got nearly into a fight or whenever someone was teasing me, I wanted to fight them. But he always told me that fighting doesn't solve anything. Physically, you might think we might be happy, but mentally or soully, we're very sad, and it's all dark in our soul. I do think that we do appreciate things more than other people do in New Zealand. You guys are fish in the water, we're fish out of the water. And now we're actually appreciating that we're still alive because we've nearly died millions of times of bullets getting shot. And I appreciate being alive now, being alive and with my family.